Hey everybody, it's Chugger Conroy! Welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time, we visited the inside of the Great Thunderhead for the very first time, got a message from the goddess, and discovered where it is we need to go next on our quest. As per usual, it's Faron Woods. Not only that, but we took care of something that was happening around Skyloft, and I guess you could say love was in the air. I couldn't resist. Some people were a little bit confused about which outcome of that was canon to this playthrough. I thought I made it pretty clear that because Pippin and Karain ending up together was happier, that was what I was doing. I did say what would happen if I did the other option when I showed that after all. Anyway, this time we're gonna go around the Skyfield, see what there is to do around here, and take care of a little bit more preparations before we head down to the surface. So, this is gonna be entirely side quests and preparations and that kind of thing. You are our first stop today. You should feel very special, if you know what I mean. Oh, welcome. You seem different. I do? I don't think I do. Maybe you're mistaken. It's not like, oh hey, that guy's back, I'm so happy, or anything like that. But if you think about how often we meet, you have to admit our relationship has gone beyond employee and customer, you know? Oh no, I didn't mean to. What am I saying? Please forget everything I just said, okay? Get it together, be professional. Do you have anything you want me to hold on to? I feel like I've made this joke twice already, so, yes, I do have something that I want you to hold on to, but I'm gonna be taking something out in return. I would like to swap out our shield between the brace shield and the reinforced shield. We have not used an iron shield for a while, as we've had the threat of electric enemies for the last several times that we've gone out fighting with our shield and sword. But here it's not going to be a problem for a little while. And I did say that I wanted to use every shield for at least a little while back before when we were starting to get multiple shields. We're not going to have a whole lot more time to do this. Technically, we could go and get a better shield than this right now, but I kind of want this one to have a little bit of time to, shine. Whatever you need a blue bird feather for to make metal stronger, I have no clue, but I guess it's just as useful as 3 tumbleweeds and 3 monster claws. Personally, I think I could get the job done with only the Elden Ore and a giant hammer, but hey. Technically, we also could go shopping right now, but I'm going to be saving it as we're going to be coming into some money a bit later, so this is really our only stop at the bazaar for right now. Hold on, here you go. That is the fortified shield. Super strong metal makes it the toughest iron shield around. Got anything else you want me to tinker with? You just let me know. Can I guess while we're here, that needs a Dusk Relic, and this needs, okay. Figured as much. Those things have not changed whatsoever. I would like to show a larger bomb bag, but I don't think it's overly necessary. For now, I'm just gonna meet you up at the statue of the goddess. Equipping my shield would be important. Learn from my example, ignorance is a bad thing. Now, you might recall that a while back I asked for help with nicknaming the bird. No, we're not naming it Steve. That was easily the most common one, and I don't know how I didn't see that coming, that would be the name that everyone would suggest. But no, we are not doing that. So, instead of naming it Steve, something almost as stupid, Airpona, away! I had to go with it. There were some good name suggestions. One that I liked was Baron, naming it after the Red Baron, as he was a pilot and everything like that. I thought that one was cool. There were some other good ones out there. Some people suggested Phoenix, but I had to go with Airpona. It is kind of a stupid name, and I'm not saying that to belittle the people that suggested it. No, that's why it's great. It gave me such a just fun giggle when I read it. It was first suggested by Chess Knight and Buster Fiddlewig, among some other people, but those are the two that I'd like to thank. Well, we got a beacon that I've placed right off the bat. We are going to go on a bit of a Goddess Cube chest run because we are long overdue for doing that. We have had Goddess Cubes in the air like we just don't care. No, ever since we finished up at Lanayru Desert, and we still haven't gone after to see what they are, aside from the one that was inside the Thunderhead. But to be fair, that was the one that we were the most overdue for seeing. Airpona is a very slow one. It's kind of sad when your ground equivalent seems to kind of have more to it. Some people suggested just naming it Epona, but this one, I think this Lopwing is actually a boy, and it's like very clearly not the equivalent of Epona in this universe. There is also the fact that some people wanted to bring up that in the manga for Skyward Sword, the birds actually are given names after fallen knights in Old Skyloft. The manga's a bit of a weird gray area for me, because no one ever said it was canon, and even though Nintendo does promote it, they don't ever treat it like such. Plus, on top of that, there's often times where the manga happens so much later. Like, we didn't get a localized version of the Ocarina of Time manga until 2012, I think it was. So, when those are the situations surrounding them, I'm not totally sure if I consider that, yes, the Loftwings do get canon names, because it's... Am I in the right place? Yes, I am. How did I walk past the chest this time, I would like to know? Oh, it's down this way. Oh my gosh, this is one convoluted island and how it's laid out. Oh, bombable area that was hidden out of sight of my camera angle. For once, I don't feel unobservant when I find out where the thing I've been looking for was hiding. That's where it is. Silver rupee! Not quite as good as the gold one that I got, but I guess I do feel celebrity-ish from getting that. Yes, item description. I believe the other one, yeah, it's in the southern sky. I don't want to head out that way quite yet, as if we head off toward the Lumpy Pumpkin, we can make our bird commit cannibalism in the name of getting 1 rupee. We got a job to do that involves us getting hurt. I'm sure the owner of the Lumpy Pumpkin would greatly approve of something of that nature, given what our history with him is. Hey there! How's everyone doing? The same old folks that hang out here all the time are here. Oh, it's you. What should I have you work on next? Oh yeah, I got this interest. You got that instrument. No! No! I knew this was coming, but I wasn't totally sure if this is what we were taking care of now. Yes, we gotta do something with the harp, but you have no idea. Yes, the perfect job. Man, when you said that it was... Man, he says it's the perfect job, and I was just saying that he would approve of a job that involved us being in physical pain. I guess I meant it a lot more than I knew. We have to wait until nighttime to be able to do this, so we gotta rest in this bed. Thankfully, there is one conveniently placed out here because, for whatever reason, we can't go flying at nighttime, even though it would be gorgeous. I've ranted about this before, so I'll spare you the details as you already know them. I don't think we've seen you hanging out here before, No, not you! Okay, yes. I wanted to talk to this guy because I've never seen him hanging out at the Lumpy Pumpkin before. Oh yeah, there's nowhere else I'd rather be at night. Interesting subtext about your marriage. Ah, you came. Let me see. What was it I wanted you to do next? Huh? What's that? What's that strange-looking instrument you have there that I saw earlier and just plumb forgot about? Oh, yes. You might just be surprised to hear that Kina is actually quite the singer. It wasn't that long ago she would sing for our customers, but she had to stop because her partner quit. Think you'd be willing to do a quick duet with Kina? I wish I could say nah, but I need to get 100% because I'm me. Make sure you put your heart into it. I won't stand for anything but your best. Customers will start waving their arms as Kina sings her song, so you can just follow them if you need a guide to the rhythm you should be playing. Pick a customer whose movements are easy for you to follow and strum with them to stay on the right tempo. Don't worry about the direction of your strum. What is he doing? He's like getting down with himself. So not playing too fast or too slow, just use nice big sweeping motions to strum. When the customers stop moving, it's your chance to freestyle a little bit and play however you like. It's all about playing to the rhythm. Got it? When I first got this game, I did not have any understanding of the concept of rhythm. I'm tone deaf and I'm very musically inept. I've since gotten better, but I don't feel like it has actually helped me whatsoever in doing this. Gotta hold A. Let's get into a starting position. Okay. So I basically just gotta move in time with them. It doesn't matter if you're moving in the same direction, I don't think. style, bitch! I was kind of right with the ending. Wait! Did I? Can't say it, knock my sock. Did I do this in one try? Wait, and I'm fully... I thought there was... Okay, I need to tell you what a big deal this is that I've done this in one try. My first time ever getting to this minigame, I was here for over 2 hours trying to do this. And I swear to you, I followed the movements. I asked other people I knew that had a better understanding of rhythm to try it. They couldn't do it either. I have had professional musicians visiting me at my home while practicing for this playthrough. And I handed the controller to them, and they couldn't do it and told me it was a broken piece of crap. Not only that, but after they were using this to the best of their abilities, being professional musicians, mind you, yet again, I took the controller and I just strummed randomly as fast as I could, and it told me that I passed. That is how inconsistent this minigame is. Consider it all the hard work you put in around here. I feel like I should give you a little something. Take this. What are the odds that you had yet another piece of heart waiting this entire time? Maybe you can swing by later. Yep, as a customer next time. Oh, I think you've done enough work to make up for breaking my chandelier. You're off the hook, kid. I even say you did a good job. I thought I might give you a part way, though, but you stuck it out. I hope you'll come back and see us again, but as a customer next time. I can't buy anything from you right now in the current moment. What do you have to say about this whole situation? Are you going to miss me now that I'm not going to be around anymore? Now that the pumpkins have been harvested, the fields need to be plowed before we can plant new seeds. If only I could find someone who was good at plowing. Oh, okay, yes. So she still does have trouble, that we are going to be back later to take care of. I was mistaken in thinking that that was another job that we had to do for the Lumpy Pumpkin, but it's not really the case. I still can't believe that I did that. Oh, right, it's nighttime. I guess I wanted to leave the area and come back anyway to see if he would let me buy pumpkin soup from him, so it works out that way. I'm just so jazzed that we did it in one try. I'm overjoyed, man. You're still not gonna give me the goods. And by goods, I mean bottled item that I will never buy because I have revitalizing potions. Oh. Man, looks like they had free rush delivery shipping even back in the old days. Do you guys have anything to say about this new light fixture? Thing's a bit too bright for my eyes. I can kind of agree. I would kind of find it cumbersome trying to have a conversation over the dinner table while doing this. You aren't just trying to impress Kina, are you? I wish she was around to tell me what I'm supposed to say about said situation. Stretch, hey buddy, what's up? You ever catch a bunch? Oh, okay, yeah, he's just telling us about the night market. He doesn't really seem to care about the chandelier whatsoever. However, what I think everyone does care about is what happens if you do try rolling into this one as well. It's attached by... Okay, well, it's still attached by a rope, but at least it's a more durable rope, even though the chandelier below it is bigger, but it's still very pretty nonetheless, and it has a big old giant lumpy pumpkin on the very top of it. It's quite nice. Now, Pum, how about you give me something? Let me tell you, this beauty set me back quite a bit. You think I spent too much on it? Don't be a wet blanket. It's thanks to your hard work I was able to buy such a stunner of a chandelier, so don't break it. Anyway, what can I do for you? If it's work you're after, I'm sure I can find something for you to do, just for old time's sake. And of course, I'll pay you for it this time. Want to make some money playing your harp for us? You can do this as many times as you wish. Why would you ever want to? I don't know. Yeah, you get it. I think even you understand how terrible of a minigame that is. Yeah, let's stop out back and say hello to Kina while we're around here, now that we have taken care of everything. As this will be our last lengthy visit to this place for quite a while. I'm not gonna beat you over the head with a pumpkin this time, I swear. Now that the pumpkins have been harvested, the field needs to be plowed before. Oh, you're saying the exact same thing you were saying last night. What is it with you country folk and not having any good memories? There are pumpkins that I wasn't able to pick up, but do you think you can help me get those to storage shed? Yeah, you can also redo this as many times as you would like. Once again, I don't know why you would. You, I believe, just get rupees for it, which I don't think we're really struggling on, but maybe you are. I just wanted to show that nonetheless. Now, oh, I thought I was gonna run out of stamina because I actually meant to roll at the very end there, but I guess I stopped my hand just quickly enough that it didn't register it as a full-on roll. We got a few other things going on in the sky. First of which, I want to place a beacon on this goddess cube chest over to the southern sky. Red rupee must get, yes! And what do you know, it's right over by the island that we were headed to anyway. It's like the gods knew that I would be coming this way and prepared that as a gift for me. And it came with a complimentary sacrifice, so I'm very happy for that much. You give me... Heart medal. Hearts will appear more often as long as you're carrying this. Don't think I'm gonna use this one. I'd much rather have the treasure medal. It is my preferred medal of choice. That and the life medal, I think is what it's called. Yeah, it is a little bit confusing to me that there's a life medal and a heart medal, but you wouldn't really confuse them based on appearance. That should be every single goddess cube that we have access to at the current point in time. I say current point in time as that is going to change in the very near future. That's sort of what the words mean, actually. I don't know why I felt the need to specify that. But since we are in the southern skies anyway, it's been a while since we've paid a visit to Fun Fun Island. We were told to come back later, and should we come back now in the later time, it's a sad clown. I must paint this. He has such anguish on his face, as if to say, oh, why don't you just stab me through the heart? And to that I say, okay. Let's talk to you. What am I going to do? It's no use. It's all over. I mean, I did just kind of stab you through the heart, so I guess you're not wrong. You see, the party wheel that I pinned to my back flew off the island and fell somewhere below the clouds. Without my party wheel, there's just no way I can make this island a place where people come to have fun. What can I do? It fell below the clouds, so I guess I should just give up on it. We'll look for it, because I don't know why. How am I supposed to get something that fell below the clouds? That's impossible! Your dowsing ability can be calibrated to locate the item that this person seeks. However, if you are searching for another object that someone has asked you to find, the target will be removed when you switch to this target. Do you wish to set the party wheel as your dowsing target? Yes, indeedy. Understood, Master. I will calibrate your dowsing ability so you can assign the party wheel as a dowsing target. There is a 90% chance the item will have landed in the Lanayru Desert if it fell in this vicinity. I recommend that you investigate the desert. It would be so amazing if someone were to find it. Just think of the smiles on the children's faces. I'm not getting my hopes up, though. Yes, all of the children whose parents allow them to fly out here by themselves, clearly. She is correct, though, in saying that we need to head off to the Lanayru Desert. If you want specifics, oh, your boosts actually don't recharge after that, wow. If you want specifics, we're gonna dive down, and if we ever get to that map screen, I will tell you which area we can go down to. Come on. I know you can do it, Airpona. Good. The desert entrance is where we're descending into. Whoa, okay. I kind of ran around a little bit to check for collectibles first, and a goddess plume appeared here. I can't help but think that wasn't here the first time that we visited. I know we picked up a collectible up on this ledge, but I don't think it was a goddess plume. I think those were kind of hidden in the sarcophaguses, or sarcophagi. We've been through this already yet again, but I thought I would pick it up and show you that it's here. Now for real, we descend to the desert entrance. Once we whip out our dowsing ability, we will see that it's a little bit beyond this wall. We haven't exactly been down this way in the Lanayru Desert, should we look at the map. There's quite a lot over here that is just completely gone unseen. To see it, we want to smack this time shift stone across its... Well, it doesn't really have much of a face, but I think I'm getting way too technical with things. Let's just roll with it. So, we hit that time shift stone, and some ivy will appear on the wall. This would be your way of going back through the mines if you ever wanted to go back through that area from here. So it is nice for that purpose. You also get yourself an ancient flower for your troubles. But the real important thing is this high ledge right here. I very much welcome whichever gardener had the foresight to put a stamina fruit growing up here all this time. He thought of the people that would follow hundreds of years later after the apocalypse. Not all gardeners have that much foresight. At the very end of this pathway, I have identified the item that the highly unusual man on Fun Fun Island says was lost. We can call the scrap shop robot to come retrieve it. Would you like me to call the robot? No thanks. Yes, master. Oh. You were very clever there for a moment, but you didn't have as clever of a response there. Perhaps I can't expect too much from a robot herself, but I kind of like to think that maybe you're developing a bit more personality by traveling with us. Treasure chest. Mistress Fi, Zert, you called? Whoa, Zerf, this place seems strangely familiar. Zert. Bzzzt, you want me to carry this thing? Okay, Zerf, you just sit tight and stay out of my way, Master Short Pants. Bzzzt. I'll be waiting for you in the sky, so don't take too long. Vert. Master, I suggest that we head back to the sky and return this party wheel to its owner as soon as possible. You can go return it as soon as possible when you're the hero of your own adventure! I thought the ledge was safe to jump down right there. The camera's nice enough to not let me learn from my mistakes, but blatantly show me the solution and show me where I can safely jump down. Blue bird feather to replace the one that we just used. They are coming in just as fast as they are going out. Possibly even faster. I swore we had we had 4 at the start of this, now 5? Maybe I'm miscounting. I don't believe there's anything else around here. Once again, dead grass kind of sucks. You hardly ever get any drops from it. I mean, finding life in dead grass, that's kind of an important deal, right? Ampulus! You can die, good sir! Sorry, I can't help it, you know, they're just traumatic experiences, okay? They come back every time I see them. Plus, on top of that, I also have a metallic shield, so if I were to botch my shield bash, they would totally be able to shock me. I gotta be a little bit more aggressive than usual. I'll meet you back up in the sky. Tumbleweed, 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 tumbleweed. It would not be a visit to the Lanayru Desert without a tumbleweed chase scene. Gimme! That is incredibly welcome, as we are back down to 0 of these things. But not anymore. Now we got 1. And of course, Monster Claw is our least plentiful material now. On the ground, to the sky. Airpona, away! Going with that yet again. I quite like it. Fun Fun Island is just right over this way. We got the pestering robot unable to keep up with our bird, which is actually kind of pathetic. I guess he is carrying a rather heavy item in the process, but still, I wouldn't think any object could move slower than us while still remaining in flight. I kind of wonder what the logistics of that are. Like, for something this big, how fast it would be moving to have to remain in flight. I guess it would also depend on biology. I'm not really sure. I'm not an aviation expert by any stretch, but if anyone wants to answer that question, I would kind of like to know. I don't feel down in the dumps. I just slammed my face in your island. That's funny enough for a clown, right? If you want something else, Zert, just let me know. Is this? Is this? It is! It is! Yahoo! My party wheel! Thank you so much. Now I can realize my dream of opening Fun Island. What about it was incomplete back when we were here the first time and you had that thing on your back? Like, really, this place looks exactly the same. Wahoo! I'm so happy. That's not even remotely what he said. And I'll let you be my first customer, young man. Thank you so much. It's going to be so much fun. That grants us another 5 gratitude crystals. At 40, we can get another reward from Batro, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think instead we are going to see what Fun Island has to offer and then go and stop in on the big softie. And not this guy. Yes, 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 we found your wheel. I am very awesome. You're a very smiley Fun Island. Normally, I charge 20 rupees to play, but since I owe you, I'll let you play your first game for free. Free is so much more fun than pay! Hey then, let me tell you all about the rules. First thing you need to know is that you'll be shot out of a cannon. You'll fly way up there. Don't cry, little boy. It's mostly safe. Your goal is to dive into a cheery, colorful, rotating board, land on a happy little colored space, and you'll win rupees based on the color. But if you land on a gray space, I call that the loser space. Then I get to reach in and take a handful of your rupees. Isn't that fun? Just so long as you don't grab anything else while you're in there. You can risk everything to win it big here at Fun Island, but it's a game of luck, so don't come crying to me if you land on the loser space. Ha ha! When you're diving, super fun fortune rings and dodo balls will appear like magic. If you can pass through one of those fortune rings, you'll increase the awesome rupee score multiplier. Ooh. And the more rings you pass through, the slower the wheel will spin, making it easier to land on your target and win. But hitting one of those dodo balls will reset your multiplier and turn your smile upside down. And you can't use your sailcloth while diving, so we have to make a faceplant into your island. Apparently you also are an aficionado of face planting. I gotta appreciate that. Sounds like fun, right? Want to give it a try? Sure, I didn't need my brain cells anyway. I don't need to hear this again. You just forcibly explained it to you. Why does everyone have zero faith in me to listen? Somehow I don't think a ceramic cannon would be able to withstand the explosion, but I'm no expert on that either, so maybe somebody will correct me. It looks ceramic to me. It doesn't look metallic. We go up into the air. That was impressive. And like he said, we want to grab the rings. We do not want to dive headfirst into his creepy smiling face. So we'll dodge those. We just got to weave in and out of it. You just tilt the controller. You can go into a nosedive by pointing the controller directly down, but I kind of prefer not to do that. And once you've gone through all the rings, you're going to be landing on the board below, as we heard. People mentioned that when you pass through the last ring, you want to get like 2/3 away, or 1/4 away from where you want to land in order to do it. Personally, that doesn't really work out too well for me. I try it and it just doesn't really go that way. I generally do this based on instinct. You're gonna be here playing this for quite a while. That is the common strategy and everything like that, but yeah. If you can get through all of the rings and not land on the dodo space and then land on the 50 rupee space, which is that really colorful one, you will get a bit of a special prize. We are going to be here for a while, and yes, he might call this a game of luck, but it is actually a game of skill. Getting through the rings and avoiding the dodo balls, that is skill-based, but so is the wheel at the bottom. If you can hit all the rings, generally what you want to do is go into a nosedive anywhere from 1/4 to 2/3 from the winning space so that you can land on it every time. It varies from person to person, but personally, in what I'll tell you, people say that, and I've had times where it worked, but I've had times where I swear I do it right, but it just doesn't work anyway. It's kind of a pain. I'll see what I get this time. We actually are lining ourselves up pretty nicely for this. No! God, a perfect combo in a green space is still losing money. Ugh. This will be pretty lucrative, as you probably will be here for a little while trying to do this. Part of the reason why I freaked out so much when I saw that we were playing the heart minigame is I've had that game take me hours, and I didn't realize that we were going to be playing it here today. I did know, however, I did remember that this minigame became accessible at this point in time because I knew to visit this island. So I was like, oh no, both of the minigames that take me hours to beat, I am playing for the same episode. I am never going to sleep tonight. I'm gonna be here forever and ever and ever. But luckily, that didn't happen. I think I'm just gonna be at this one for a little while, but even though it has taken me hours in the past, I think I can do it. Blue rupee times 10, just barely. Can't complain about that. Can't call that too bad. I still am at a net loss, but I think that's gonna change pretty quickly. Easy. Had to work a little harder for that one. Ooh, barely. Get through you, weave. That one, that last one looks pretty simple. Oh, almost nicked my toe on that one. And then we get into position. Yes! Oh! Well! If you just had one more note in there, it would have sounded like dun 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 dun, which would have been perfect. Yes, we landed on a 50 rupee space with a 10 times multiplier. 500 rupees! And because we passed through all the fortune rings, guess which little guy gets a special prize? Go on, guess! That gives us another piece of heart. 2 to go. Here's your big ol' bag of winnings, 500 rupees. It's a pain in the butt. You're probably gonna lose a little bit of money on it at first, but 500 rupees and a piece of heart. You can't call that a waste of time even if you spend hours on it. You are hard-pressed to get that much stuff from any other well, okay, I don't know if I'd go that far, though. But still, I was only here for not even 10 minutes, and I was able to get that just fine. If you study my movements, maybe that can help you get it if you're having a hard time. It definitely took me a while to find the timing back when there weren't any guides on the internet and stuff like that. But hey, that's enough for... wow, I like how I couldn't get through the walls through the words fourth wall breakage without just totally breaking myself. Now, with all of this money in hand, I think we have earned a revisit to Skylock. First off, I want to visit Batch Road. How many rupees can I think, Oh, I can carry 1,600 rupees. Okay, there's no reward he can give me that would top me off. I was a little bit worried about wasting money, but nah, I think we're gonna go into the graveyard. What a cheery fade to white transition that you would have going into a graveyard. Batrieux, as I'm sure many children the world over pronounce your name. Please take this as a token of this demon's deepest appreciation. Good thing I checked. Gold rupee worth a staggering 300. Shh, don't tell anyone. You have made such magnificent progress gathering gratitude crystals. Please just continue helping me a bit longer. People wanted me to show this, his eyes, how he has like normal eyes. He just has markings on his face that look like he has demon eyes. It's pretty funny. I guess if that's the case, I can see how he got demonized. I'll see myself out. With that, it's a lot of side quests in the tin, lots and lots of money earned, lots of good items. I think we're doing great. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we're gonna put our money to good use and head down to the surface. See you guys then.